So this meatball soup is amazing. I don't even know if I should call it a meatball soup. And the only reason why I call it a meatball soup is because, well, it has meatballs in it, but it has a bunch of other stuff that makes it so tasty. Look at it. This is going to get your bellies full, and I guarantee you, you are going to want to make this over and over and over again. It's a winner. All right, so I use some Carando Abruzzese Italian Style Meatballs. And I bought this at the grocery store, and these meatballs are very tasty by themselves. Now remember, these are the meatballs that are raw and they're uncooked and they are rolled up with all that flavor. And before I forget, you are going to need about 8 cups of chicken broth. That's right, about 8 cups of chicken broth. And you're also going to need 1 bag of baby carrots. That's right, you can get these at your local grocery store. And you're also going to need half a head of cabbage and 1 large white onion chopped up as well. Now, the winner of the show, the bacon. That's right, I'm using the thick cut hickory smoked bacon, and I'm going to slice up the cabbage, and I'm doing it the long way because I like the way cabbage looks in the soup when it's sliced up the long way instead of little squares. So after you chop up the cabbage, you're going to put it in a bowl, and then you're going to sit it to the side because you have and I have some more work to do. And the bacon, I'm just going to slice it up, no special way, just the way you see me doing it, and it looks just like this. I like every bite to have a little piece of bacon in it. It's going to add great flavor. Now it's time to saute stuff. That's right, we're going to do some sauteing. I'm using duck lard for this right here. If you've never tried it, you should give it a try. You can use lard or you can use olive oil, whatever you want, because we're going to saute up some garlic. That's right, minced garlic, Kirkland brand from Costco. And I'm going to use about 3 tablespoons of this stuff. I love garlic. And after a couple minutes of browning the garlic or sauteing it, you're going to add the white onions to it. And you're going to see that brown stuff on the bottom. But hey, don't worry about it. Just make sure you're not burning it. Then we're going to add the carrots. This is coming along pretty good. You're going to add the carrots. You're going to add a little bit more of olive oil to saute it, okay? Just to get it in there and scrape some of that brown stuff off the bottom because that has flavor. Now it's time to add the cabbage. We're going to put it all together. That's right. Then after that, you're going to put the lid on. Let it cook for about 15 minutes until the cabbage gets nice and soft. That's right, just a little bit of crunchiness to it, but not cooked all the way. Remember that. We're not cooking all of it. We're just going to saute it and let it steam for a little bit, so to speak. And you're going to put it all in a bowl. That's right. Now, after you put it in the bowl, it is time to do this. It is time to cook up that beautiful, thick-cut hickory smoked bacon. I can eat all this bacon just on its own. That's right. So now that we have the bacon in there and it's cooking up for a little bit, I want to make sure I get the rest of that flavor off of the bottom of that pan. So I'm going to add 1 cup of chicken broth. I don't want to use all the chicken broth yet. And I'm going to start scraping the bottom of the pan to get all that flavor loosened up because we need the flavor, right? Remember, we're not adding any salt, pepper, or anything to this. Now it's time to add the meatballs. Now I'm just going to brown the meatballs up. I'm not going to cook them all the way. I'm just going to brown them a little bit, and then after that, I'm going to rotate them a little bit, and then after that, it's going to be time to move on to the next step. Now, for the meatballs, like I said, you're not cooking them all the way. You're just going to flip them over until they get nice and brown. That's right. I'm using my hands. Be careful when you do this. I have cooker's hands, so I'm used to the heat. Now, after a few minutes of letting the meatballs cook on each side, it's going to be time to add some of this. That's right, the 6 to 7 cups of chicken broth. That's right, because all of this is going to have some really, really good flavor. After you add that, you're going to add 3 cans of stewed tomatoes. I'm using 2 cans of stewed tomatoes, the regular stewed tomatoes, and I'm using 1 can of the Italian seasoning, Italian blend, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? It'll say it on the can, the Italian stewed tomatoes. That's right, has great flavor. Because there is so much stuff in the skillet, it is time for me to move it to a big old pot. That's right, a nice, beautiful Le Creuset Dutch oven. And then I'm going to add that mix of carrots and cabbage and garlic and onion all into the pot. And I'm going to put the heat on medium high and I'm going to let it cook. That's right, I'm going to let it cook for about 35 to 40 minutes. And then voila, you will have this right here. A beautiful, lovely, tasty pot of meatball soup. This is going to be delicious. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, I love it. Look at that. Amazing. Now, in retrospect, I probably would have added more meatballs, but hey, I wanted to see how it would come out first before I did all that. And of course, now I gotta have a taste of this. I gotta try it out. That beautiful bacon, this stuff is delicious. And you know what? Give it a try, comment down below and subscribe. And thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.